Hey guys, so happy Valentine's Pancake Week. Hope you had the best time ever. I decided to combine both holidays and go on a date with a pancake, which was delicious. Good thing I didn't do that the other way around actually, otherwise there would have been some horrific, syrupy cannibal murder. But yeah, anyway, there's something I have never told you about myself and I think it's time to share. I have never eaten a Pop-Tart. Until now, they've started an American food section in Tesco. They used to have them for my childhood, but my mum would never let me eat them, so I felt really deprived. They either had brown sugar or cookies and cream, so I obviously went for the cookies and cream because it looked well more exciting. So yeah, what's it contain? Sodium acid phosphorate, dextrose, niacinamide, partly hydrogenated cotton seeds. Sounds delicious. Okay, so they come in a silvery pack. That looks delicious. Okay, I take all of my sarcasm back. It's time to toast these babies. It's like you got a muffin and squished it into an envelope and then added loads of magic. I feel like I need to go out and eat 100 of these just so I can catch up with my childhood. Take that, mother. Anyway, I'm still getting used to this living in London thing. I now understand things like the Northern Line and governor, and I've also learned a few other things. Always walk on the left-hand side of the escalator. Even if you stop to itch your nose, you'll get an angry businessman ready to machete you in the back at any moment. So yeah, walk all the way. Generally avoid buses unless you know exactly where they're going. You can't actually go and meet the Queen, which is a shame. I would have a lot to say to Her Majesty. Avoid people dressed as buses, as they're probably going to try and sell you something. Avoid buses dressed as people. Big Ben is the bell and not the clock tower, though I kind of knew that already. And finally, check how much something costs before you buy it, as there are certain rich people shops in London that you can walk into without realizing. You can usually tell one of these shops as they've got really weird minimalist window displays, usually with like a pit of sand with a single kettle in it or something, and they've got names like Wind or Inspiratron. So there are your first two telltale signs. But yeah, earlier in the month we needed a chair for the lounge, so I went on a chair testing mission and I accidentally walked into one of these shops. I think it was called Comfortable or something. I should have known. The lady working there had weird wonky glasses and she looked like some kind of movie villain. And I was just minding my own business like, I'll test this chair, I'll test this chair, I'll test this chair. And every chair I tested, her eyes just got eviler and eviler and eviler. So then I sat down on the 7th chair and my butt was in heaven. It was the comfiest chair ever. I was just like, yes! That was a bit much, I'm sorry. I was very enthusiastic about this chair. And I could still feel her eyes burning into me. And I turned around and was like, hey lady, how much is this? £90. That's pretty good. No. £900. 9,000. What? 9,000. 9,000 pounds. So I was just sat in it and I felt like suddenly my jeans were incredibly dirty. I felt like I was sweating into the chair. And I was just like, oh God, she's gonna make me pay for it. I'm gonna be sick on the chair. I'm gonna be sick right now. So I stood up quickly, looked her in the eyes and said, I think this is a bit cheap for my price range. And then walked out of the store. I don't think she believed me. Would you believe me? I hope you'd believe me. What? In other news, I finally started watching Death Note, which I'm really enjoying. Watching it, I think I kind of look like Elle and Dan kind of looks like Light. Do you see it? Kind of. With slightly crazier hair and eyeliner, maybe. Also news, we're definitely staying in this apartment for another 6 months. We had a landlord inspection and the day before I dropped this tripod into the wall, which is very heavy and made a massive dent. So I was like, oh God, they're gonna kick us out, oh God, oh God. So I just put a nice picture over it. I hope they don't watch my videos. I'm kidding. My room's also coming together too. I've got a brand new Wiro art on this wall, and then I've got my Howl's Moving Castle painting there, and also a new Cosmo Canyon and Lemon Grab on the far wall. Unacceptable! Today's Draw Fill Naked is... Hope you have a good week, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye!